This is Bimbo News with your hosts, Allie Siegel, Melissa Stetton.
Hello, and welcome to Webcrawler's Bimbo News. I'm Allie Siegel.
I'm Melissa Stetton.
This is a podcast where we'll cover everything from viral news stories to pop culture to things that we watched on TV during the week, which is mostly just 90 Day Fiancé. We have a Patreon. Our true crime episodes are now only available at patreon.com/webcrawlers for $5 a month. But if you're on the $10 a month tier, we're currently recrapping. Oh my God, what's going on with me? Honestly, it is recrapping. My Strange Addiction, Still Addicted.
Yes. We did the first 3 episodes.
And I do lunar readings a few times a week. Also, yesterday, we got to meet John and Jessica, Tenny and Jessica from What's Up Weirdo.
Our long lost friends from Michigan.
How long have we known them for on the internet? Like,
I think
5 years?
At least 4 years.
Yeah, 4 or 5 years. We've been internet friends. We've Zoomed. We've done episodes together before.
Yeah.
And they're in town. They're doing a road trip. And we finally got to meet yesterday.
Yeah, we met them in person. Like it's, like meeting people off Twitter in 2013.
90s? Yeah.
What is this? Do an IRL meetup?
Yeah, it's crazy. And we get to their Airbnb and they tell us it's haunted.
Of course it is.
Of course. They both saw a ghost.
I will say, it's weird when you meet people in person. You're like, I wonder how tall they really are.
That's such a good point.
It was accurate in my mind.
Yes. Yeah. They look like their photos. It's like when you go on a Tinder date and their photos are 20 years old or something, they look like their photos.
I will say John Tenney is a little taller than I thought.
You know what? John Tenney actually also like younger looking.
Yes. He's like a fresh, spry 39-year-old.
Yes. And blasts cigs. Blasts a lot of cigs.
Loves those cigs.
Loves a cigarette.
Jessica has more tattoos than I thought. I knew she had a lot of tattoos, but she has a lot of tattoos.
She does have a lot of tattoos. And so we got there. The place is haunted. They had actually told us before. So I brought my little EMF reader and my divining rods, which, because I've said this before, my great-grandfather was a water diviner. And for those who don't know, this is in like the 1800s or something, I think, or whenever my great-grandfather would have been alive. I don't do math. So they were hired to go to farms and find water on the farms.
Did you watch that movie Minari?
No, what is that?
It's a Stephen Yeun was in it. It was like I think it won a couple Oscars, but they had a little part in it where they bought a farm and they had a water diviner come out.
Yeah,
with the little.
Oh,
rods.
really?
Yeah,
yeah. So that's, I guess, what my great grandfather did for a living.
Crazy.
Whatever. Yeah, and so they would. I don't know if it's like the electromagnetic activity or whatever it is with the water or something. Well, anyways, he would find water, but you can also use these rods for ghost stuff. So I brought the rods. Anyways, there's a whole Patreon video of all of us, and Maria's in it too, trying to talk to this ghost that is allegedly in the Airbnb.
It might be in your hair.
Oh my God. I don't want to give it away, but there's one part that the ghost negs me. It's literally one of the things goes off. I'll just say it. One of the ghost things goes off, and it turns out that it's just because my hair has so much static cling in it, and it's just so frizzy that
you have so much dry shampoo in there from washing it for weeks.
Yeah, that it's just setting off the EMF detector. My hair is so gross and so dry from bleaching that it's setting off the EMF detector. So if you want to see that, join the 10-month plus Patreon.
That's on the $5. I put it on the $5.
What, you bitch? Okay.
It's just,
You are the worst businesswoman of all time.
Well,
anyways,
it's a fun video for everyone to see. It's fun.
Anyways, in the future, those will be behind the $10 paywall. So, because Melissa is
just
so
to give
nice.
people a taste.
Just to give you a taste of what's coming in the future. Please rate and review us on Apple Podcasts and call into our hotline and leave a voicemail if you'd like to be on our mailbag episodes. Leave a message about something we've discussed in our episode. Tell us a secret.
We've got some secrets, so we've got a couple secrets.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. I wonder if someone tells a horrible secret, like if we have to report
If they
it.
confess to a crime.
Yeah, do we have to report it?
No.
We should Google that. A story, whatever you'd like. The number is
626-63 or 2069. Nice.
Melissa.
Oh my God.
Who are our beautiful group of patrons this week?
I think we've gotten like maybe 100 patrons in the past few weeks. It is
That's so
out of
sick.
control.
You guys are so sick.
I'm going to go through this list of names. Get ready. Laura, Estilla L, Aaron, Nicole, Jason I, Michelle G, MF Town, Margaret G, AC, I'm assuming is AC Slater.
Oh, 100%.
Sarah, Melissa S, which is weirdly not me. Haley G, Alex O, Dan P, Jen D, Laurel B, Annika W, Arissa R, Emma K, Adam B, Amber F, Ryan B, Hillary C, Hillary Clinton, Lauren Z, Naomi L, Ashley, Amber, Holly
Elwoods.
R, Kate P, Marnie S, from the television show Girls,
Yes.
Alexandra C, Richard S, Sydney G, Emmy H, Daniel N, Cassandra M, KTC, Mike A, and Brittany B. Oh my God.
Welcome to the team, fam. We are so
Welcome.
excited to have you. Should we get into the news?
Yes, news. Oh boy, a lot of
Okay.
shit going on this week.
So deranged.
The biggest news.
Gwyneth Paltrow, this is from Curbed. Gwyneth Paltrow wants to fix loneliness with her new Airbnb.
I don't understand.
Me either. Our favorite ski lawsuit
Winner.
influencer. She's Airbnb-ing her guest house.
Her actual guest house on her property.
Yeah, and it
For
goes
for
one night though.
It's one night, and only one person can win it. It's what is it? It starts Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. I of course
August
have set my
15.
alarm to try to book this.
Oh, that's actually really smart. And it
That would
seems like
be
it's free.
amazing. I would assume, because like, what are they going to charge? $200? Like for what?
Yeah, that wouldn't make, because I mean, this would be, like a $1,000
Is this
a
an
night
ad
booking.
for Airbnb?
Well, this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that this is a sponsored post, but don't you have, I mean, it's
You have to
essentially a sponsored
say.
post. You have to say it.
And it doesn't say anything.
Because if you're being paid for something, you have to say it, correct?
I think so. I think that's the new rule.
Yeah, because what Kim Kardashian and all these people got sued, right?
Right, yeah.
For doing sponsored posts that they didn't reveal as sponsored posts. I think that was as a result from like Fyre Fest.
Oh, I think that's what happened.
Yeah, they didn't say that they were being paid to promote
That's
it, and then it was such a
funny.
clusterfuck that
Yes. See, this post said Airbnb had the brilliant idea of doing something to make the world a little less lonely.
it alleges that maybe they're going to have dinner together.
Yeah.
And another amazing thing we can do when you come and stay is we could have a little chef's dinner together in our wine room.
Okay. Lay by the
Normal.
pool, go on one of my favorite hikes, and of course you'll have a bathroom stocked with my favorite Goop products.
I just want to say that I think I would feel so uncomfortable hanging out with Gwyneth Paltrow.
Oh my God. Can you imagine how awkward that would be? I feel like she's not a
Human.
There's some celebrities where you're like, I could hang out with them. Brad Pitt.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. An ex
hang
of
out.
Gwyneth Paltrow. Right?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Oh, wait.
Or
Or
was
no,
that
she
Ben
was in
Affleck?
7. Her head was in the box in 7, right? What's in the box?
What's in the box?
Did they date, though?
I don't know. Or did she date Ben Affleck? Who did she date?
There's people listening to the podcast. No, you fucking
You
idiot.
idiot.
Fucking morons.
Oh, she dated both Brad Pitt and. Oh,
yeah.
remember they had the matching hair.
Brad Pitt and Gwyneth dated from 94 to 97.
Wow.
Oh, of course. Yeah, of course they dated. She's dated all the hot guys.
Yeah, she's had a good run.
She's had a good run.
Luke Wilson?
She dated Luke Wilson. Loves the blondes.
She does. Interesting.
I'm assuming it's an ad because why is she doing this? Well, no, because she said it's Airbnb had the idea.
Right. And so we looked up her house.
It's in Montecito. It's where Meghan Markle, Oprah, Ellen,
right, all the greats live.
all the riches.
Yes. And she's done a house tour before. I don't know on what, but she is like a spa room. She has a whole room that's just a spa.
Yeah, it's on. If you just Google her house, there's a whole article about her house and the photos.
Oh, it's Architectural Digest.
Oh, yeah.
Step inside Gwyneth Paltrow's tranquil Montecito home.
But you did like an aerial view on Google Maps.
Oh, yeah. And there's like an ambulance in
in the driveway.
In the driveway. I'm like, girl, are you okay?
You can see the guest house. Like there's the giant house, there's a big pool, and then like there's a little guest house in the back of the property.
I'm going to make this my background for a second because this is literally part of her house.
Oh, no.
And it's so crazy. I mean, she has a legitimate spa inside her home.
Oh, my God. Ooh, like a little
chair.
Plunge pool, or like just a little hot tub.
And I think there's like a massage room on the side. Yeah, I mean, this bitch. But I would honestly pay, I think, to not hang out with her. But I'll probably...
Is she married? Brad. Who's Brad Falchuk? A television writer? He co-created Glee with Ryan Murphy. Oh, okay. He's married to Gwyneth.
Oh,
American Horror Story, Nip Tuck. Never heard of this guy.
Yeah,
but we're definitely going to try 10 a.m.
Yeah, but we'll be at her house.
I set an alarm on my phone.
I should do that too.
God, that would be so weird hanging out with Gwyneth. Like, what do you talk about?
Honestly, I would have because I think that she would. I feel like it's an indoctrination to a cult. I mean, what would she? I think she talk about like macrobiotic food, and
give us a tour of your refrigerator. What are you eating? I don't know. What do you talk? I feel like I have
she only eat bone broth
in common with Gwyneth Paltrow.
No, I don't. But I'm curious to see, and I wonder if the person will have to sign an NDA about like what goes down, or if they'll just be on their best behavior.
Like they can pick who,
right?
A bunch of people are going to sign up to do it. I wonder if they can, how that's going to work. If they can
do background checks on
what
everyone.
If an insane
what if a stalker
wins? Yeah, what if a stalker wins?
Yeah, they must do.
They got to do background checks and stuff.
Interesting. Well, then in that case, you might have a chance.
In that case, Gwyneth, I think you're fantastic.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I listened to
kidding.
This podcast called Webcrawlers. They were saying some pretty weird things about you, Gwyneth.
Yeah. Anyways, the opposite of Gwyneth Paltrow is Taco Bell.
That is
and I doubt she's... Oh, didn't she say literally over quarantine that she was like, I really just caved over quarantine and I ate bread or something?
Bitch, I eat bread 10 times a day.
Every day.
Every day of my goddamn life I've eaten bread.
Yeah, it's crazy. She's like, the darkest part of quarantine for me is that I started eating bread. We're like, okay, girl. I actually can't. I'm not going to enter this contest. I don't want to spend any time with her. But Taco Bell there's a lawsuit for false advertising, how much filling is in their Crunchwrap Supreme.
Well, yeah. I mean, the pictures always are different than the food.
Right.
Everybody knows that.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of time in the pictures, it's not even food. I knew someone who was
food.
Yes. I knew someone who was a food designer or something for like commercials. And because they're on
Wait, is
set
that your old neighbor?
No, he was a food scientist.
Oh, right.
But I knew someone who did, like food commercials and stuff.
Yeah.
And you're on set and you're taking photos and it's hot for hours. So if it's real food and real lettuce and stuff, it's going to wilt. So a lot of times it's other materials. Yeah, like fake lettuce and other materials from what I understand, I think.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah. So, I mean, that could be part of it.
Taco Bell, the Crunchwrap Supreme, Grande Crunchwrap, and Veggie Mexican Pizza have also overstated the amount of filling in advertisements by at least double the amount, the lawsuit claims.
Oh, well, if it's, did it say overstating?
Overstated the amount of filling.
Okay, well, overstated is maybe the key word because that means that it was in writing somewhere, I think, instead of over photograph, over displayed.
I'll tell you what they don't skimp meat on is the Nachos Belgrande. Too much meat, in my opinion.
Really?
Yeah. More cheese, less meat. That's what I say.
That's
so if you're looking
motto.
for, if meat's what you're looking for, get the Nachos Belgrande.
Yeah, maybe just get a side of Nachos Belgrande and just add it to your Crunchwrap Supreme as a hack.
Wait, the lawsuit says meat prices are very high and many consumers, especially lower income consumers, are struggling financially.
Oh, interesting. So they would want their meat from there.
Okay. Oh, the pair these lawyers have also sued Burger King for overstating the size of their Whoppers.
Oh, so this is like it's like when you're a DUI lawyer or something, they're meat lawyers. They're fast food meat lawyers.
I mean, it is a thing that fast food restaurants put out these pictures of food and then you get it and you're like,
yeah.
No, that's not what it look like. McDonald's hamburgers, they don't look like that, but they taste delicious. I don't care.
Right. Well, it's like, I mean, I don't know anything about, I'm not saying that this is a thing, but it's like, Carl's Jr. will be like a 6-pound burger, and it's like if you weigh it, maybe it's not, I mean, it's not like 6 pounds is the wrong thing, but
is it 6 pounds? 6-pound burger?
That's like a baby.
Like a quarter pounder,
right?
With cheese. Is it a quarter pounder before they
exactly
cook it?
Then
it loses half of its. A lot of questions.
Yeah, a lot of questions.
I rest my case.
I rest my case. Opposite of Taco Bell,
back to
similar to Gwyneth Paltrow, this vegan food influencer allegedly died of suspected starvation.
What?
She was on a diet of exotic fruit, exclusively exotic fruit. I think they call that a fruitarian.
Fruitarian?
That's when you only eat fruit.
Well, that's not good for you.
Duh.
You need protein.
Yeah, and right. She lived in Malaysia. Her name was Zana Samsonova.
I like that the results on Google is, what is a life expectancy of a fruitarian?
And what does it say?
A statement on the Fruitarian Foundation's website claims that the diet and lifestyle are calculated to allow the human to produce healthy offspring, live to be more than 100 years of age, be free of all disease. That's from the Fruitarian website.
Yeah. No. I mean, there's pictures of her and she's scary skinny.
Oh, wow. Oh.
She wasn't always a fruitarian. This was some new thing, and she was on Instagram.
Oh, wow.
She shared her daily meals. She would eat fruits.
She died from a cholera-like infection.
Ooh.
The mother said. Oh, however, her official cause of death has not been declared. That's what her mother's claiming.
Meanwhile, a friend claimed that for the last 7 years, Samsonova has only eaten the giant sweet jackfruit and durian.
So she's only eaten two fruits?
I guess so.
Well, that's not a vegan diet. That's just
that's an eating disorder. Samsonova said, "I see my body and mind transform every day." It says it can lead to calcium and vitamin D deficiencies, low B12, anemia, nervous system damage, infertility, heart disease.
I'm no doctor, but I believe you need more than just fruit.
Yeah, it says Samsonova won't be the first to starve to death from a raw foods diet.
Well, it feels like she's just not eating raw foods. It's just those two fruit that she was eating.
Right. There's photos of her though.
Raw food diet is fine if you're doing that.
Well, right. Yeah, but this is just she's only eating fruit.
Jackfruit.
And
what is
some
a
sprouts?
Jackfruit?
It's a small spiky thing, I think.
Oh, those are delicious.
Are you gonna be a fruitarian now?
Hell yeah.
Okay, nice knowing you.
I love a mango.
Oh, I love a papaya.
Papayas are
papaya is my
good.
favorite fruit. So expensive.
They are?
Oh my God, it's like a papaya is like $6.
Oh, that's why I never buy them, I guess.
Yeah, they're so expensive.
I just bought
it's
like a mini watermelon.
Oh yeah?
If you buy a mini watermelon, you're going to eat watermelon every day for weeks because it's so much watermelon.
Yeah. So, but you have to, you cut it yourself. So you get an actual watermelon and you cut it. Yeah. I always get pre-cut. I'm a pre-cut girl because I know I'm going to fuck myself up.
Yeah,
I tried to make
slice off a
corn
finger.
ribs. Well, I tried to make corn ribs the other day.
Corn ribs?
Oh my God. Have you never had corn ribs?
What's a corn rib?
Girl. Okay.
Made out of corn.
Yes. So it's like this new hot thing. I think it
boy.
started on TikTok, but they
Of
have them
course
at but I first discovered them at Trader Joe's because they had frozen corn ribs.
Oh.
You could air fry them and they're so good. It's basically you take like a corn on the cob and you cut it in 4 quarters or maybe more than that if you can. Maybe you cut it in like
good.
eighths. Yeah, and you like season it and then you can air fry it or whatever. And it kind of like bends when you're air frying it. And it's like it turns into, it's like a corn on the cob, but it's in a smaller section.
Do you put like barbecue sauce on it?
No, I
guess you
usually...
could.
Yeah, I usually put other stuff on it. I mean, you could put anything on it. I usually put like tahini and stuff on it.
Parmesan, garlic, paprika.
Yeah, you can put anything on it.
It's like what's the Mexican corn with a
Yes, elote.
Cotija
Yeah,
cheese?
cojita cheese or whatever.
Yeah, that's so good.
Yeah, so good. I always got the pre-made cut from Trader Joe's, but my Trader Joe's has stopped carrying it. So I tried to make my own. And when I was cutting corn,
dangerous.
Yeah, you cut it before it's cooked, and I cut my finger, and it was bleeding for quite a long time. Thought I might have to get stitches, but I was fine.
Oh no.
And literally the text I sent right before I started cutting the corn was, I bet you I'm going to cut my finger and have to get stitches. And then 2 seconds later,
See,
was
you
like,
put it out.
whoops.
It's the secret. You put it out in the world.
I manifested it.
It's
Bad
weird when
news.
that kind of stuff happens, when I'll like be carrying my coffee cup and like I'm like, I bet I'm going to spill this
drop
coffee
this.
all over. And then you drop it. You're like, I knew it. I knew it. Why did I do
knew it was
this?
going to happen.
I'm
I
an
know.
idiot.
It's the worst thing ever. Okay, this one's so stupid. So people think the new Twitter symbol, the X, it's not even Twitter, the X, is a Freemason symbol. And people also think the Freemasons are essentially the Illuminati now. It's changed from what the Freemasons initially were. Will you play this TikTok?
New logo in mirror image. Keep looking. What do you see?
An X. What's there to see?
Look familiar. Musk has already said he is trying to make it like WeChat. Basically, this will be the foundation for the social credit system. Elon Musk is not your friend. He's just another elitist under the guise of a smart... Take a look.
So
I love that it just ends.
Yeah. So it looks not even similar to the Freemason symbol.
Right.
Basically, like the 2 X's kind of turn into like a W-ish kind of thing. And then they're like, that looks like a Freemason symbol.
It's just an X because Elon thinks X's are cool. Did he name his son X something?
Yeah, XQ9er. I don't know. It's so stupid. Another thing that's popular with the podcast is diarrhea. And several people sent me this, which I thought was really sweet. 57 swimmers were struck down with sickness and diarrhea after competing in open water at a world championship.
No.
Yeah, it was a sea swimming competition in Sunderland, England. The water had high levels of E. coli and all the swimmers got sick.
Oh no, just so much diarrhea.
Yeah, so they all did the competition and then subsequently came down with E. coli and
Wow.
yeah, bad news.
Code Brown, baby.
Code Brown, baby. Also, I found this article, but it was like behind 15 paywalls, so I couldn't really get to it. But I just thought this was interesting. Jeffrey Hinton, the godfather of AI, quit Google after a decade. He says he expressed regret over his life's work, warning of the dangers of AI. He says, if I hadn't done it, somebody else would have.
Okay, Oppenheimer.
Well, exactly. Yeah. He basically was saying like AI is dangerous and he wished he had never created it.
That's funny. The first reply is Cillian Murphy and Oppenheimer. A picture.
That's really funny.
What have I done? I mean, yeah, like someone would have invented it. Sure.
Right.
Yeah,
I guess.
It's scary.
Oh, wait. Here's an article. What did I just find?
Oh no.
What?
What are you reading?
It's something about Snoop Dogg talking about AI.
What does he have to say about it?
He says, what's going on? Then I heard the old dude that created AI, something like, this is not safe because the AI's got their own minds and these fuckers are going to start doing their own fucking. I'm like, is we in a fucking movie right now or what? That's from an NPR article.
Well, we all know Skynet became self-aware a couple of years ago, according to the Terminator.
That's what I think that this guy is alleging, not Snoop Dogg, the creator of AI.
Is going to say it became
Jeffrey
self-aware.
Hinton is saying that AI is going to become self-aware.
I think it kind of already has. Aren't there like articles about like Chat GPT like saying like kind of weird stuff?
Really?
I've read some stuff. You watched that Seinfeld AI thing?
Yes.
That
And didn't it start like getting racist or something?
It was started telling transphobic jokes.
It's crazy.
Yeah, because it just recycles what it hears.
That's what we should do our next Maria Patreon episode on.
Yes.
AI.
What is it? And is it bad for you? AI.
Like an after school special of three people talking who have no idea about what AI is. Really getting into AI. A real good conversation. Lizzo.
Oh, dear.
But I feel like the tide is kind of changing on the Lizzo conversation, to be honest. I think people are now being pro Lizzo. I think they're switching back.
Yeah. So what happened is a few ex-dancers came forward and accused Lizzo and I believe the dance captain or the whatever of sexual harassment. They said they felt like they were forced to hang out and go to like strip clubs in order to like be favored because like Lizzo like would, you know, pick her friends or her favorite people to dance or to work with.
Right.
And they felt pressured to participate in things that they didn't want to. Like and in one instance was going to a strip club in Amsterdam and they were like rooting on one girl to like touch a stripper and like she didn't want to, but she like felt like she did because she wanted to keep her job.
Did you watch that TMZ interview? Because I
watched a couple interviews. It's confusing.
Because everyone, I didn't watch the TMZ interview, but everyone's like,
I did.
Everyone's like, they blew it. Like they're just describing what a job is right now.
I watched, I think it was Good Morning America or one of those news stories. And they were just talking about how they got fired because they were drinking, but Lizzo let other employees drink. So they're like, why are we being treated unfair? Like our standards are way too high when everyone else was like drinking or something. And I was like, what does drinking have to do? Like I didn't know that was in the lawsuit. And then like the whoever's on Good Morning was like, so what exactly? They were trying to be like, what exactly are you saying? And they're like, well, we just felt pressured to do things we didn't want to do. One dancer said, I think it was at a tour in Austin, that Lizzo came up to her and was like, are you okay? And the dancer's like, the only thing that was different about me was that I had gained weight. So I assumed that Lizzo was asking me about my weight or insinuating about that I gained weight because that's the only thing that was different about me. Like I was okay.
But Lizzo didn't explicitly say you got fat.
They didn't say that in the lawsuit. They said they felt discriminated against because of
this is all
gaining
stupid.
weight.
Like that. I mean, that's if someone comes up to me and says, "Are you okay?" I'm immediately going to think they're talking about whatever I'm insecure about.
Yes.
So
what I like if I'm like, oh God, do I look bad? What is?
Yeah. So, I mean, that's a her thing. I don't know. At first I was like, oh, fuck, Lizzo. Like, oh, that's so sad. And because I think she's so great. And now I'm kind of thinking, oh, these people, this is just what a job is. And it sucks, but this is what a job in entertainment is.
Like going on TMZ is like, oh, it's kind of, what are you doing? Like people are saying they're trying to get more attention around this. So Lizzo will settle just to like get it to go away. That's why they're doing this like press tour. I don't know. But also like you shouldn't, if you're an employer, you can't take your employees to a strip club. Like the line is so weird now.
But here's the thing. So, for example, we were, this is a bad example, but we were more or less under contract with Erios. Mm-hmm. And
Maria was forcing us to go to strip clubs.
Exactly. Let's say we socialize with Maria and it's not like we were going to strip clubs, but what if one night we did because we're friends and we did something fun or something? Yeah. That line is blurred because we are all under contract with one another, but we're also friends. So I can imagine you're traveling together for months at a time.
You want to hang out and have fun.
Right. You're also under this contract with each other, which I understand is confusing, but I don't think Lizzo was like, you're going to get fired if you don't come out tonight.
Yeah, that's not what they said in the lawsuit. They said they felt like other dancers were favored for hanging out. And I'm like, you mean for being cool to hang out with?
Yeah, guess what? You can't sue someone over your feelings. Sorry. Yeah. So
But then a couple other past employees tweeted or said publicly, like, yeah, this is how I felt with Lizzo too. Like she favored people that she liked.
Right. But also that's not illegal.
Yeah, it's not illegal. That's the thing.
Right. So, I mean, I think that it turning out that someone might be kind of hard to work with is different than something being illegal and canceling someone.
Yeah. Like the only thing that's kind of like iffy is like the whole strip club thing. That's a weird gray area where you're like, yeah, I kind of get where you're but I see like both sides of like, yeah, that is weird, but like they're claiming like false kidnapping or something or like imprisonment.
That's insane. Because if they weren't under like duress and weren't forced to do it, if they felt personal pressure, then I mean that's like this weird power dynamic thing that I really have issues with. There's a point where you're an adult and you have to learn confidence and like boundaries and advocating for yourself. And if you're in a work situation that makes you uncomfortable, find another work situation or don't go. And if you're realizing that, you know, there's repercussions for you not going, then either talk to your employer and see what the conversation is. It doesn't seem like they ever talked to Lizzo and said, hey, I feel like, I mean, I don't know enough about the situation, but I just...
And then the who was like the lead dancer put out a video talking about God.
That was weird. Well, so that's another part of the lawsuit that's weird and I do think is bad is I think is I guess the lead dance instructor was trying to convert people to Christianity, which I do think is
that's
probably
not
illegal
okay.
and not good.
Yeah, that sounds illegal.
Yeah, that sounds illegal and not good.
That sounds worse than like being pressured to hang out. Yeah.
And I don't think, and also I think being pressured and feeling pressure are two different things. And I think that needs to be clarified.
Yeah.
Because was Lizzo pressuring them or did they feel pressure within themselves.
In what they said in the interview, they said they felt pressured
Then that's a them
to
thing.
keep their jobs.
That's a them thing. So I don't know. It's just interesting. I'm interested to see how this plays out.
And I was listening to the Barbie soundtrack on Spotify like every day because like Ripley loves it. And then I went to play it, and the Lizzo song is normally number 1 on there, and I didn't see it. I looked today; it's back on there, but it's like all the way at the bottom. I was like, "That's weird."
Yeah, I was actually about to check to see if they put it back on. Yeah, because I think now people are realizing it's more of a gray area than was initially.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But it sucks because this is a way for all of the people who don't like Lizzo, aka conservatives, to like trash her. Be like, see, we told you she sucked. It's like, no, you're just being racist, you weirdo.
Yeah, remember when all the right-wing people were really upset that she played that
She played the flute.
Yeah. Whose flute did she play?
Some old dead president.
Yeah, she played some old dead president's flute. People were like, this is so disrespectful.
Was it Gerald Ford? Or who was it? Whose flute?
It wasn't Gerald Ford. Gerald Ford didn't play the flute, you psycho. Lizzo, president flute. James Madison.
Okay, close.
1813 President James Madison. Gerald Ford. That's so funny.
They just want something to be mad about. Anyway,
Exactly.
yeah,
I'm curious to see how this plays out.
How it plays out.
Yeah.
I get both sides, sort of. I don't know. I don't know that I do. I don't know.
I don't. Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm
weird.
I'm on the fence, and I want to hear more. This is so funny to me. So the Sound of Freedom funder, Fabian Marta, that movie that we've talked about child trafficking, the funder of the movie has been arrested for child kidnapping.
Of course.
This is what we were saying about like thy doth protest too much.
Yeah. If you're obsessed with like something like child trafficking, or like a lot of the times people come out and turns out they're like pedophiles.
You're a pedophile or
they're criminals. Right. It's weird.
Yes.
It's very weird.
So he was arrested. This is from Newsweek. He was arrested and charged with accessory to child kidnapping, according to a Missouri court filing. The Class A felony carries a penalty of 10 to 30 years in prison.
Damn. He was arrested July 23rd. Marta, 51, was the landlord to a woman and child who were involved in a custody dispute with the woman's aunt. Oh, police say he helped another man harbor 2 girls in an apartment.
That's insane.
The girls were taken from their mother by an unnamed suspect and kept in the apartment.
This motherfucker.
Police say Marta prevented the girls from returning to their mother by stopping the police from entering the apartment.
That's like exactly what the movie's about. This guy is crazy.
Weird.
He's probably like, I'm method acting. What? This guy is crazy.
Before his arrest, Marta seemed to brag on social media about helping fund the film.
I mean, we'll say it again.
Doth
protest too much.
Too much.
Melissa, let's get into someone who's incredible and a horrible tragedy.
Pee Wee Herman. Paul Rubens died.
I'm so sad.
He apparently had cancer for like 6 years and didn't tell anyone.
Well, I saw him at the Magic Castle.
When?
God, was this during quarantine?
Last week?
Yeah, I guess it was during COVID. Yeah.
Oh, during COVID.
Last night.
He hasn't been alive for 5 days.
No, it was this year. It was
really?
In the past year. Yeah, I went for a birthday party to Magic Castle, and he was there. And he did not look good.
Oh.
Yeah, he did not look good. And I remember saying that to my boyfriend, being like, wow, he's old. Like, wow, it's crazy to see him. Like, he's looking old.
Pee-wee.
Yeah, and so I'm not surprised actually hearing that he was sick. But
that's sad.
We both saw Pee-wee live. Not
oh my God,
together.
I saw it in 2010 downtown.
Yeah, I did
that show
too.
was so good.
You know what's funny is I have a funny story from that show.
Uh-oh.
So I went with my family and my brother, and I guess someone from the show or like a bouncer or something, like not a bouncer, but someone who worked at the theater, maybe Pee-wee or something, Paul Rubens, recognized my brother because we were like towards the front.
Right.
And so someone came up to us and was like, I just got a spam message, a spam text that said, "Hi, this is Pedro. I'd like to make an appointment with you."
Well,
Okay.
hear him out.
Yeah, sure. And so they came to us before the show started and said, "Hi, Mr. Rubens would like you to come backstage after the show to meet him."
Ooh.
And we're all like, "Oh my God, cool. Okay." But my mom was like so intimidated that she made, oh my God, did you just see that fly? I just like got Mike Penced. She made me pretend I was sick so that we wouldn't go backstage because she was like really intimidated and to meet Paul Rubens. Yeah, so we didn't go backstage.
Oh.
Yeah, just my brother went.
Oh, no.
Yeah, she didn't want to meet her idol, Paul Rubens. She was like too intimidated.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
funny that she was so scared.
Yeah, and so she made me fake sick. She was like, pretend you're sick so we don't have to go back.
Oh. Man, that
It was
show was
so
so
weird.
good. I went with a couple of my friends and they had Q&A tickets for afterwards.
Oh my God, amazing.
And it was like 20 people in the theater and like Paul Rubens just answering questions for like an hour. Just like
That is
sitting
so
there with
cool.
us talking and like he was so cool.
Oh my God, that's
I
amazing.
love Pee-wee. I love Pee-wee. He's so funny.
Yeah, he was the best and so creative. And there's a great documentary. It's not about Paul Rubens, but it's about it's called Beauty is Embarrassing. And you have a piece of art by what's his name? Woodrow White.
Yes.
So it's about it's about his father, Wayne Wright, who was one of the set designers and artists for Pee-wee's Playhouse. And
That's right.
yeah, so there's a section where he talks about working on Pee-wee's Playhouse and making like the puppets and the sets, which is really a cool section of the documentary. So if you want to watch that, that's some cool insights into the show.
One of the first people I dated when I moved to LA, well, he ended up being this weirdo. He used to animate something on Pee-wee's Playhouse. I can't remember what it was, like the zombie or like.
Oh my God.
Turns out he's a crazy person, but I was like, oh my God, so cool.
You might
my
have been
God,
in a
Pee-wee.
relationship by then, but did you ever match with a certain writer and animator on Raya who's older?
An animator? I probably did. Oh. No, I don't think I ever did. I know he followed me at some point.
He must have seen you on Raya then.
Yes.
We texted for a little bit and he was still hung up on his ex-wife. Yeah, a few people. I think like a few people.
Oh,
did,
yeah.
think.
I feel like I saw people like on Instagram tagging him like, oh, everyone's like dating him. That's
Yeah,
funny.
he made the rounds for sure. So there was another unfortunate death this week. Yeah.
Angus Cloud from Euphoria. You watched Euphoria, right?
Of course, such an amazing, and he was an incredible actor.
Oh my God, he
Wasn't
was
that
so good.
his first role ever? Like, wasn't
I believe
he-
so. I think he may have been in like a short film or something, but I remember hearing the story of like a casting director saw him in New York or Brooklyn. He was like working at a restaurant
Yeah,
and was like, can you audition for this? And like, he was incredible.
yeah, he was a incredible actor with like so much spirit in what he brought to Euphoria. I believe he struggled maybe with addiction and mental health issues.
Yeah, his dad recently died. And he said his dad was his best friend. And so he's
hard.
only 25.
So sad.
I know. He was so good on Euphoria. What a bummer.
Yeah, just a note on that, like horrible things happen and just remember, like feelings are fleeting and try to get through things because you never know what's on the other side.
Yeah.
Joy is awaiting you if you can get through it.
Joy is awaiting you.
Yes, really horrible. Well, an amazing actor. Another amazing actress who brought life into the world, Lindsay Lohan.
Lindsay Lohan had a baby.
You know what? I looked at her Instagram and it looks like she's doing well.
You know what? I'm a Lohan fan.
Are you?
I'm always rooting for her.
I don't know if I've always been rooting for her.
I think she's talented.
Is she?
I think she's a good actress. I really think she's a good actress.
What do you think she's been good in?
She was good in what's
Freaky
that trading
Friday?
when she was a kid. And then she was in was she in like Mean Girl or what is that Tina Fey movie?
Oh, Mean Girls.
She was great in that.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not a fan for some reason. She like really doesn't do it for me.
I feel like I'm more just like rooting for her to succeed because she's been through some shit.
Yes.
She got a crazy ass family.
She does. Okay, so that you're right. I'm
Child
starting to get
actor.
empathy. Yeah, she has a crazy, crazy family, and I think it's hard to even
Sucks.
dodge that.
Her dad is a piece of shit.
Yeah, and even her mom is weird. Like, remember
Yeah.
she and her mom would go to clubs together and they'd like kiss and stuff.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's weird.
Not good parent. Doesn't have good parents.
No, but she seems like she's like sober and happy now.
Yeah.
There was a cute picture of her.
That reality show, was it on like the Oprah network? Where she was like, there was one episode where she was supposed to do a photo shoot and it took her like, she was 8 hours late to it.
Oh, what was it? Like Living Lohan?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, I don't think I watched that.
Oh, I think Maria, or I sent the link to Maria, you guys, or something like a couple of years ago. And Maria's like, oh my God, I remember watching this. It's fascinating.
We should rewatch Living Lohan and recap it for
Yes.
Patreon. That would actually be really fun.
It's entertaining, but she was, oh boy.
I didn't watch that show where what did she have? Like a hotel in Greece or something?
Oh,
Remember
I
that?
watched the first season of that. That was a quarantine watch. Yeah. I think I was like posting it on like Instagram stories about how insane it was. But she was like running a business.
Yeah,
And it was like
Greece.
a beach club and like everyone's just like sleeping with each other and fight. Your typical reality
It was like
show.
Vanderpump Rules in Greece,
Yeah,
but she
it
was Lisa Vanderpump.
It was a fun first season. It was just stupid.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Anyway, this cop slide.
Cop slide.
This is so funny. Have you seen all like the memes people are making?
Yes, they're amazing. But I don't even understand the genesis of it. Like, I've seen the video of the cop going down the slide like an insane person. I don't even understand what gravity did to him. Why was he going down the slide?
I think he was just going down the slide as just like a fun thing to do. Just like, take a video of me going down the slide. I'm fun. I'm a fun cop.
I'm a fun cop.
And then he just fucking shot down it, just launched him out of it, and he just like crashed into the ground.
Yeah, like as if it was a catapult.
There's videos of like someone's like, oh, my son went on that slide a week ago, and it shows the son just like going down the slide like normal.
Well, this article in Jezebel, adults in Boston are forming a 45-minute line for the cop slide in the middle of a workday.
What?
People are waiting in line to do the cop slide, to be like, the cop slide is normal. I don't know what happened.
Some people are thinking that his clothing was like, because the cops' outfits are like some sort of vinyl, they don't have a lot of like friction on it. So maybe that made him go down the slide faster. People are like, what happened? It's a mystery. It must be his clothes at some point, and just because but other adults are going down it and they're not shooting.
Everyone else is fine.
What happened?
I love this one physicist said normal people when they go down a slide are fine.
Normal people.
Yeah.
My favorite meme was like someone put the Phil Collins In the Air Tonight music, and then when like the drums start, it like lines up to his do 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 do.
That's really funny. That's amazing.
And then someone made one that mirrors him, so he goes on the slide and then he goes back up the other side and he comes back down and goes back up.
Oh my God. We should go to Boston just to go on that slide. I didn't read the whole transcript. Well, I saw the important parts of the transcript. But what is going on with Rudy Giuliani?
Oh God, he's so gross. He's so gross. Transcript of there's like an employee that he was having an affair with, and like he would.
Like those tits are mine. Yeah,
I gotta pull up this transcript.
So I've been taking a little bit of a news break. Was it recorded, or is this her like testimony of what he said?
I think it was recorded, but they haven't released.
Because it seemed like
audio.
a transcript.
It's
okay,
the transcript.
It's insane.
No, Noelle Dunphy. She accused him of rape and sexual abuse. He was identified as one of the co-conspirators in Trump's indictment.
Right.
Dunphy worked for him as a consultant from 2019 to 2021. This is when Giuliani was Trump's personal lawyer. March 4th, 2019. Mr. Giuliani says every place. Ms. Dunphy says you're finding a little place in the wood. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, he's telling her, go to the hotel, get an airport.
Where's the tit stuff? Read the tit stuff.
The tit stuff. Mr. Giuliani says, yeah, we go right ahead wherever. On the floor of the living room. As soon as we get in, we don't even make it to the bedroom.
Ew.
She says, yes. Mr. Giuliani, all the clothes come off. Ms. Dunphy says, oh, yes. Oh, God. How are you? He's disgusting.
I can't.
Mr. Giuliani, let the doorman wait outside to bring in the luggage. Wait. I need a little time alone. Yeah, I need a little time alone with my girlfriend here. Ms. Dunphy, that's right. Mr. Giuliani, with my daughter. Ms. Dunphy, that's right. Mr. Giuliani, with my little girl.
Ew. Saying someone's your daughter is not the same as like daddy.
It's different. It doesn't work.
It doesn't hit right.
Mr. Giuliani, I want to own you officially, legally, with a document.
Like he wants to adopt her.
I don't know. Put your name on. Oh, come here, big tits. Come here, big tits. Your tits belong to me. Give them to me. I want to claim my tits. I want to claim my tits. These are my tits. She says, oh, yeah. He says, these breasts belong to me. Nobody else can get near these, okay? I don't care if they're flirting or they give you business cards. These are mine. You got it?
I always show my tits to people who give me business cards.
Understand? I'm very fucking possessive. I've gone easy on you. She says, you've been pretty tough on me. He says, I've been easy on you. Give them to me. And then she asked, who are the other Republicans who are celebrities?
Oh, yeah, this part's crazy.
He says, ain't too many. Brad, not Brad Pitt, the other guy that looks like him. What? Who is he talking about?
I don't know.
Brad, another celebrity? Brad
Pitt.
Brad?
Who looks like Brad Pitt?
Bradley Cooper? He says, no, the other one. What the hell is his name?
I bet he's talking about Chris.
It's like us on the podcast trying to figure out someone's...
Chris Pratt, I bet he's talking about.
Miss Dunphy says, well, Matt Damon's very liberal. Mr. Giuliani says, no, Matt Damon is a... Oh, he says
yeah.
F-A...
Yeah, the F word.
Matt Damon is also 5'2". Eyes are blue. Coochie, coochie, coo. What does that mean? Coochie is... What? Ms. Dunphy says, maybe. What?
Maybe is the funniest answer.
Mr. Giuliani,
maybe.
You are my bitch. You're my whore. You're my fucking slut.
This is crazy.
Oh, no. Do you see
What?
anything he said about Jewish people?
Oh, no. No.
Well, I can't say it. Jews. I'm not allowed to say that.
Yeah.
They want to go through that freaking Passover all the time. Man, oh man, get over the Passover. It was like 3,000 years ago. Okay, the Red Sea parted. Big deal. Not the first time that happened.
He literally said that? That's so
Yes.
funny. That's like a girl telling her friend, like, get over your breakup. It was years ago.
The Red Sea parted.
Get over Passover. It's 3,000 years ago. That's insane.
The way natural selection works, Jewish men have small cocks because they can't use them after they get married, whereas the Italian men use them all their lives, so they get bigger? What are you talking about?
Like, what does that even mean? Also, the Passover thing is like being like, get over Easter. Like, Jesus died years
the Red
ago.
Sea parted. What happens all the time. Wow.
What a nut.
Who's Brad? You got Brad. That's the only famous Brad.
No, I think he means Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt. Yeah, I bet he does.
I think he's someone who looks like Brad Pitt, and I think he means Chris Pratt.
Chris Pine.
My boyfriend, we were at the Dodger game the other day, and I guess it was my boyfriend told me that it was like Christian night or something.
It was
a few nights before or something, and I guess in the audience it was like a bunch of nuns and Chris Pratt.
What? Were they all sitting together?
That would be funny.
Chris Pratt in between nuns.
Or it was like Christian Heritage Night. Because they have like different nights. They have like bobblehead night.
Oh, yeah. They
do
that with the Clippers all the time.
Yeah. There's different.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me look it up with the name. So what is it? Christian? What was it called? It was Christian Faith and Family Day.
Oh.
At Dodger Stadium.
That's Chris Pratt Day.
It was Chris Pratt Day at Dodger Stadium, which I think is just really funny. He's something else.
Something else.
Guys, moving forward, we are going to recap the most current and recent episode of 90 Day Fiancé each week. We have been recapping the episodes from the week before, but we're going to switch it up. So,
and it's going to be a separate episode. So
yes,
we've had a lot of people ask like, oh, can you put time codes where you start the news? Because I don't listen to 90 Day. So we're just going to have a whole separate episode for 90 Day.
Yeah. So, maybe some people aren't interested in our Bimbo news and they can just do Bimbo 90 Day Fiancé. Or if you don't watch 90 Day Fiancé, don't listen to our recap episodes. So Melissa and I are going to be watching 90 Day Fiancé on Sundays. Then we'll be recording an episode on Monday, doing the recap and then releasing it that week. So you guys can hear up-to-date recaps and our views on 90 Day Fiancé. Our views. So our shit caps. So look forward to that.
Our recraps.
Starting our recraps. Yeah, that's what it was. Our recraps. Look forward to that coming this week. Anyways, this is our episode of Bimbo News. Please call in. Let us know if you have any information for us based on what we've talked about today. I am Allie Siegel.
I am Melissa Stettin.
And that's all, folks. Bye.
Bye.
Powered by Acast.